episode of Face Behind the Dream. I'm your host, Yvette Morales, and on the show, we actually are finding new and interesting guests on the show. Today, I have an award-winning Celebrity Bodyguard, number one. Number two, he is actually top, I guess there's an award, it's an award-winning bodyguard, but in America. And then I think the most interesting thing is he's the founder of Bubba's Celebrity Basketball Game, which focuses on mental health and bully prevention. Adriano Almony, aka Bubba, is here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so a little bit about me is grew up in Pennsylvania in a small town in Hanover. It's the snack food capital of the world. Started security very young at the age of 17. Grew up with a relatively large family, having 5 siblings. I was the middle child, and started security at 17. So got my first experience in Ocean City, Maryland, down on the beach at the Dew Tour, and that was a major BMX concert skateboarding venue. And I had already been training in martial arts since I was 10, so I had an extensive background in that. And just really relied heavily on that, and my Catholic upbringing to really instill the right components in me. And just like the first day I ever worked security, it was a blessing. Like, I just had this vision right away from God that it was my passion, purpose, and true divine calling in life, and that over protecting people and protecting property, most importantly, I had a gift that could make a difference in this world. And ever since, I haven't looked back, and now I'm a career bodyguard and have worked with some of the top names in the world, all the way up to the Ali family. So it's just really been an honor, and it's all glory to God, because everything that I have is, in retrospect to His gifts He puts in me. So. Okay,
so I actually had to take it back just a little bit. So you said you are a child of 5, and you're smack dab center. So
yes.
2 younger, 2 older. That's literally the definition of a middle child. So if you're 3, 5. You can't say middle child if you have 3 siblings and you make the 4th, right?
Right.
Now, how was it getting into it at first?
Mm-hmm. I just basically was, how am I going to build my resume? So I had the martial arts background. Then I was working in hotels and casinos doing security, recreation complexes. So I was getting a lot of diverse, experience, and eventually at 19, I found myself bodyguarding Vinny Guadagnino from the hit show on MTV Jersey Shore. That was my first client, and it was strange, it was bizarre how it happened. So he was leaving out of a night venue, and he was going to his hotel where I was the security manager next door, and I seen him walking, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's Vinny. So I came up next to him, because I know at night, especially after people have been drinking, he could maybe get, people drawing a lot of attention to him and things of that nature, just being, people may be a nuisance. So I was like, hey, we'll take you up the stairwell. We're not going to take the elevator away because there's too many people. And, just like that same night, I just would work for him every time he would vacation. And so just something like basically being prepared in that moment, and just taking advantage of an opportunity and making the most of it. And then I found myself in New York eventually, and met Swift on Demand from Love and Hip Hop. He's notoriously known for helping launch Cardi B's music career as a producer. And just like in the first few minutes of meeting him as well, he was like, I want you to work for me. And the first day I met him, I was already bodyguarding him at the mall. So it was definitely a blessing.
You're taking opportunities as they come, which is actually really cool. So I feel like you're always on call.
Yes.
When are you not being a AKA bodyguard? Because now that you're here, I feel like I have a bodyguard.
We all do, though. God is all of our bodyguards. He protects us. He's our shield, our refuge. Not even the Secret Service or the best bodyguards in the world could give you what God can give you in the protection sense. That's 365, 24/7 at every ingress and egress. So, it's just really, so it's just, having that mindset. Faith is everything in this field.
Okay, so I feel like this is actually leading into your Bubba's Celebrity Basketball Game,
yes,
where you focus on mental awareness and bully prevention.
Yes.
Since as a bodyguard, what is your like, what is your, I guess I'm going to ask you a personal question.
Uh-huh.
What is your biggest pet peeve as a bodyguard?
I would say like if the client is dishonest, like sometimes when you represent people, they may be like, and it's why it's important to do your due diligence. They may say, oh, there's not a threat, like, there's nothing to worry about. But I learned very quickly over the years that there's always a reason somebody needs a bodyguard. Whether they're going to be honest with you or they're going to be deceptive, there's always a reason. And, you just have to do some digging, some research, and really just have that upfront conversation with them. So that's, I would say, the biggest pet peeve. And then really outside of that, I've been really blessed, to have clients that have just welcomed me like family and, just really have been really good to me and my team.
So what initially started your Bubba Celebrity basketball game?
Really just like I wanted to show kids from a small town in Snow Hill, Maryland, that anything is possible. And, I'm a big anti-bullying advocate. Have even went to the extremes to donate professional bodyguard services to youth victims of serious bullying. I'm talking like police escorts they received. They received, 4 or 5 suit and tie armed bodyguards for the day, just to give them that special moment. One of the kids was, I think, 10 years old. He had already been affected by PTSD and anxiety, depression. He had been bullied at home and, in the neighborhood, on the school bus, at school. So where was his escape? He didn't have an escape. And just to give him that and just to rally his community behind him, we brought out an ice cream truck, a ladder fire truck, again, light and siren police escort. I mean, he received presidential treatment, and just to be that renderance of hope for a kid and the answered prayer, because you don't know, what their next day looks like, if they're gonna, live on. So you just want to give them that, that care and that love that they deserve.
I like the fact that, it doesn't matter what their bullying interpretation is, because essentially how they're being affected is different for everybody. So someone could say it's bullying for me, but someone else has tougher skin and it doesn't affect them as much, or that person doesn't matter. So
Right.
Everyone has a different interpretation, but you're able to really interpret how everyone is feeling. So you knew that kid was going through issues.
Yes.
Now I'm going to ask, how did you find out about it? Is there something that they could reach out to you?
Yeah, sometimes, and that's very difficult, because people that are being, kids that are being bullied, maybe they're not comfortable. They don't have that safe haven, or maybe they can't trust anybody, or maybe they're like, if I speak up, are they now they're gonna bully me for saying something.
Exactly.
And things of that nature. So it's really just getting to know people, learning their stories, and just being that voice, that person that people can, look up to, over, the big celebrities, that I can protect America's children. That's most important, because they're our future. They're the next Bubba, they're the next, president, they're the next governor, whatever they want to be in life. That if they hold on to their dreams, protect it, and never let it go, and, you can overcome anything, in life. For example, a gentleman named Mason Haynes, he's, notoriously known around the world. He's been to over 100 countries. He's worked with the Kardashians, the Jenners, Kanye West as a bodyguard. Growing up, he was bullied so bad he was hospitalized. Now he's 6'10" and he protects the top names of the world. So it just shows people there is hope out here, that you can overcome everything, no matter the odds.
So speaking about that, I wanted to ask, do you feel the necessity to actually take this on as a personal agenda, because you've been through certain things, or you've seen a lot of it?
I've seen a lot of it, and just I'm the type of person that I keep it I'm a very nice person. I'm all about being a good person and having a faith, but we have to stop downplaying bullying. What bullying really is abuse, and it's abusive behavior. It has no part in any country, in any place of the world. It happens in workplaces. It happens in schools. It happens in homes. It can happen anywhere. It can happen in a nursing home. Anybody could be bullied any place, anywhere, anytime. And we just have to be careful with our words. Be careful. Just understand. People have feelings. People have emotions. And just you never have that power over anybody to deprive them of their peace, joy, pride, and happiness in life. Not even the president, not a king, not a queen. Nobody has that power over you. And sometimes it's your own mind that's the biggest bully.
It is.
Because as you're getting bullied, you may think wow, is that true? What they're saying about me. and you just have to be very strong, and you're at your strongest when you're praying in life. So that's very important to have that spiritual shield.
So I feel that, like, that's what I was saying. Like, it depends on the person's interpretation of what's being, because it's all an attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's a spiritual, a mental, like, it's always an attack, right?
Yes.
And we're always battling things, and it's really interesting that you're not trying to battle things from, like, for the person's spirituality, but you're showing it in display so that they can protect themselves in a spiritual way.
Yes.
So I actually truly enjoy that. So I have to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why basketball?
Basketball is an outlet for a lot of people. It's an escape. Kids that may be less fortunate, maybe they're being bullied, maybe they have stress at home or things of that nature. Sports bring people together, and they're fun, at the end of the day. And when you can do something fun, you can bring celebrities around it. You can bring people with voices, platforms, influence, and it shows those kids also, not only is there hope that, things can get better, but it shows them too, when they become successful, how they should be humble, they should be grounded, they should give back, they should do philanthropy, charitable work, and just be involved in the community, because in all religions, community and charity it's always a staple, and we have to really get that to our youth and really show them they're all unique, they all have a gift. No matter if you want to be the next news anchor, like I said, the governor, president, like, no dream is too big, and just to really open their minds and just eradicate bullying and all its mannerisms.
So I have to actually say you're giving them the opportunity to actually foresee their dreams, whether
Yes.
nothing's too small, nothing's too big, but yet at least you have the opportunity to chase it.
Yes.
All right, so I wanted to ask, as someone who loves basketball, and we are on Face Behind the Dream, the whole basketball community in itself just doesn't like bullying, but sports actually does have a lot of quote-unquote bullying within itself.
Right.
So how do you, I guess, downplay the bullying in the sport during the games?
You really just like, even for my game, like, I didn't do an MVP like for a specific player, because at the end of the day we all took a stand.
Mm-hmm.
It was a community effort, it was a collective effort from all 5 branches of the military being there with representation, to mayors, council members, to senators, to the celebrities, to Muhammad Ali's wife, Muhammad Ali Jr., Terrell Owens. I mean, all these big names. At the end of the day, from them all the way up to people at the bottom, to local business owners, to children. I mean, we all played a role to make that happen, and it's just everybody knowing their role in life, and like, no matter if I do an event every week, at the end of the day, if I walk away, you're either going to do right or you're going to do wrong. You want to be a good person in life, or you don't want to be a good person. Mm-hmm. It's clean, cut, and dry, simple, short, sweet. There is no in between. You can't dip in with the devil a few days and then you want to go back with God. You need to be centered, focused, and just go by the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated.
I love that rule. All right. So do you play in your celebrity games?
Yes, I do.
You do play in your celebrity games. Okay, so if you were to pick a position, what would you play?
Probably like maybe small forward or shooting guard.
Okay. Did you play when you were younger?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still have that passion for basketball, so you kept going. So I have one more question. If you were to tell your younger self something, what would it be?
I would just say, like, really just rely heavily on God. Like, just fully in with Him, keep Him number one, because even the impossible is possible with God. I've seen so many times, like, where I was in situations as a bodyguard, or just had trials in life, and I just overcame them, and it wasn't anything I did. It was just the goodness of God. And every day we wake up, just have that mindset. It's the best day of your life. No matter what you're going through, because there's always somebody that's going through worse. And just really have that mindset. Go to sleep grateful, wake up happy. It's life is what you make of it.
It really is. I honestly love that answer. But before we go, because we have to go to our challenges. I did not forget about the challenges. This was such an in-depth interview that I wanted to continue going, but we have to go to our challenges. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah.
All right. So guys, stay tuned. We'll be back. We are back to the challenges. Bubba, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so I did a little research. So this challenge does require some basketball knowledge. The rules to the game, the game is called Who Is This? And the rules of the game is you have to name the person who I've given you 4 identifiers for, okay? You have 2 guesses to tell me. Ready?
Okay.
All right. First one, a former player and drafted by the LA Sparks in 1997. Holds the U.S. Olympic scoring record against Japan in 1996 with 35 points. Continuing as an analyst for the Orlando Magic as the broadcasting specialist and first person to dunk in the WNBA game.
Lisa Leslie?
There you go. WNBA representing. Actually, we're going to switch this up for a minute. All right. Now, NBA Rookie of the Year in 1986. Named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. A key figure for the New York Knicks, leading in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals. And is tagged as Hoya Destroyer.
Isaiah Thomas?
Oh no. Do you want me to repeat it?
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. You have one more chance. NBA Rookie of the Year in 1986. Named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. A key figure for the New York Knicks, leading in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals. And tagged as Hoya Destroyer. Think of the biggest New York Knick, Hoya Destroyer.
I'm not sure, but as soon as you say it, I'll probably know it.
Patrick Ewing.
Oh gosh, yes. I thought there was a point guard in there somewhere. I thought you said something about a point guard.
No, points.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 2011 NBA draft by the Indiana Pacers. 15th overall and traded to San Antonio Spurs on draft night. Honored as one of the league's greatest players of all time, being named to the 75th anniversary team. NBA champ of 2014 and 2019, so it's recent. And earned 7 all-defense team selections.
Kawhi Leonard.
There you go. What gave that away?
The defense.
That's funny. I would have said the 2019. Okay. This person has a 4-part name. Middle 2 are Clifton Anthony. 7-time NBA All-Star. 4-time member of the NBA All-Defensive Team. PG-13 is a power forward, small forward position.
Paul George.
There you go. Did the PG-13 give it away? Yeah. Okay. So, we have 2 more. In 2012, the 3-time All-American was named the AP Player of the Year and the most outstanding player of the Final Four in WNBA. In 2013, round 1, first overall pick by the Phoenix Mercury, the only NCAA player to score 2,000 points and 500 blocks. And WNBA center at 6'9".
Oh gosh, I know who this is too. She dunked. I can't think of the name though. Brittany Griner.
There you go. Look at this. All right, and this is the last one. Whew. A 3-time WNBA champion, 4-time Olympic gold medalist, a Seattle Storm point guard career, the only WNBA player to win titles in 3 different decades. She's getting all the highlight right now for being the oldest person in WNBA history.
Not sure on that one.
No? I'll repeat it. Give you some time. Hold on. 3-time WNBA champion, 4 Olympic gold medalist, a Seattle Storm point guard career, and the only WNBA player to win titles in 3 different decades.
She still plays or she was retired now?
Still plays. Two guesses. You're 2 for 2 for females, so you might as well try.
So she's a career supersonic.
Correct.
So it can't be Donna Taurasi. Can't be. I already said Lisa Leslie earlier.
Mm-hmm. She's not a big. If you need that help.
I'm not sure. I can't think of any guards.
Not even one. Not even a name. Not even. Oh, I can't pitch anything. Sue Bird.
Sue Bird?
Yeah, Sue Bird.
Oh, Sue Bird. Yeah.
All right. Well, you still won. That's okay. We'll take that. Now we're gonna take a break because we still have one more challenge for you, Bubba. Are you okay with the one more challenge? All right. You won the last one, so this should be easy. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back for the second challenge. Since you won the last one, this one's not really a win or lose. You just kind of tell me why, and it might be debatable. This one's called this and that, or that and why. So I'm going to give you 2 options. You select one and then tell me why. Might be debatable, but those are your options, right?
Right.
Okay, so would you rather this, a post move, or that, a quick first step?
Quick first step.
Why?
You can create space to get a shot off. If you have a good first step, you could also have a good jab, and you can also blow by your defender.
I agree with you because a quick first step allows you to even move without the basketball, and you don't have the basketball 100% of the time. Post moves, you kind of need to have the basketball, so it only works when you have the ball. All right, assist or rebounds?
Both, but if I had to choose one,
You have to choose one.
I would say rebounds because they're on both ends of the floor, offense and defense. So.
There you go. That's why I always choose rebounds. All right, defense or offense?
I'd say defense because good defense creates good offense.
That's a good answer. Would you either be able to jump really high or run really fast?
I'd say run fast.
Run fast? Why?
Because then you don't got to worry about jumping high. You just run past the guy that can jump high.
You know, I'm small, so I always want to jump.
Yeah.
I want to be like Nate Robinson on the court. Blocks or steals?
I would say steals because you actually have physical possession of the ball once you steal it. A block, it could go back to the same team you blocked it from.
If you guys watched the other episodes, that's exactly why I pick it. All right. Would you rather dribble or pass?
I would say pass because that makes a good teammate. You can get the ball moving around. So.
Okay. Would you rather have a teammate that is good with teamwork or self-discipline?
Teamwork.
Why?
I think both are important, but you definitely want somebody that's team oriented because there's no I in team. There's a ME, but no I.
No I, and there's several I's in discipline though.
Yeah.
All right. So, controversial question: LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Both are absolute legends, but I would go with Jordan just because 6 for 6 in the finals and just what he did. On just bringing teams together, staying with the Bulls for a certain amount of years and stuff like that. LeBron had to move around a little, so I think doesn't take anything away from his legacy, but I would give the advantage to Jordan. But it's a close call. It's all about preference.
Look, it's by your preference, whatever you choose. All right, so would you rather have ball control or foot control?
I would say ball control, just so you're not turning the ball over.
Okay, that's a good answer. Not going to debate that. So, would you rather be able to add to your basket of perfect fundamentals or some extra tricky skills?
Fundamentals, because that's what Kobe says. Master the fundamentals.
He went with Mamba mentality. All right. So, would you rather fast break or set plays?
Fast break because that's easy points, but set plays are also important. So, but I would say fast break because that's easy.
Fast break?
Yeah.
I guess it goes with your steals.
Yes.
There you go. All right, so would you rather 3 free throws or 1 3-point shot?
1 3-point shot, because then you just have one chance, and then like just if you make that one shot, you get 3, and then instead of you have to worry about if you miss 3 free throws, so or if you miss even one of them.
The 3 free throws is like the safer bet, and then the 3-point shot is like putting everything on the line.
Right.
You're willing to take that chance. Good for you. Zone or man-to-man defense?
I would say man-to-man, because just I guess it depends who you play, but man-to-man because you might be able to get better matchups there.
Okay.
Yes.
I would have thought you would have said zone, only because that requires more teamwork and it's not so personal, but that's very interesting.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so last but not least, shooting and missing a buzzer beater or being the defender on a game winner.
I would say that one could go either way, because the defender on a game winner, as long as you gave effort and everything that you had, and you played it just like you practiced it, and you played it tough, and same with the game winner. I mean, you have to have courage and bravery to shoot that shot. So I think that's a split down the middle tie.
You can't pick one. You got to pick one. This or that.
I would say the defender.
You'd rather be the defender?
The defender.
So I want to say I'd rather be the shooter, because we're already down. So I was our chance to win. But if we're down and we lose because I can't, my heart breaks. But this was fun. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
This has been a great interview. I love the fact of your Bubba Celebrity Basketball game, especially what it focuses on. But where can they find you? Where can they find when the celebrity game goes on?
Yes. So thank you so much. And you can follow me across all social media at Bubba Almony, BUBBA-ALMONY. Also have an official website, www.bubbaalmony.com. And you can just see the work that I'm doing in communities. You can see my, you can contact me about bodyguard services. You can follow me, keep in touch, network. And again, I appreciate you having me on the show, and thank you so much.
No problem. It's been a pleasure. I'm your host, Yvette Morales, with Face Behind the Dream. This episode has been great. Thanks for watching.